Hi, this is Yaras. I'm student success coach, and today I want to help you to develop diligence in your child. How you can motivate your child to be hardworking through reinforcement. This technique was briefly covered by me in the video which is called 3 techniques of motivating child to study, but now let's focus on this technique specifically. So reinforcement is when we reward the behavior which we need with the likes of your child. So I will give you a step-by-step formula which you can use. The first thing you need to do is define desirable behavior. Define desirable behavior of your child. What do you expect? Make a list of actions. You cannot just say, hey, I expect from you to be hardworking or to be diligent. It is a general term. But you need to make a list of behaviors, meaning like doing homework, like reading additional literature, like spending time in online searching for video or audio resources. So I cover the whole list of behaviors which you can use in my video called the Law of Discomfort. There you can find the whole list of things which will lead your child to student success. So after you have this list, then you need to make a list of undesirable behavior, what you don't need. Also these behaviors are covered in the video Law of Discomfort. Let's say it is behavior of going just around and maybe listening to music, relaxing. So such things which you don't want your child to do, or at least until they finish their homework, until they study enough. After you have this list of behaviors, let's make a list of your child likes. What will be reinforcers which you will use? And you need to study your child, you need to make a list of their preferences, of their interests. Maybe they like to play video games, to play some sports, to spend time in social media. So observe your child and have a list of likes which you can use to reinforce later the desirable behavior. And now let's start. You need to introduce system of reinforcement to your child. You need to have a sincere conversation when you show that when your child performs desirable behavior, you give the reward which they want. When your child doesn't perform the behavior, they will not get any reward which they want. So there should be very clear and very direct system which your child will understand from you. After that, you need to be consistent in following this system yourself. You need to observe your child, and every time when your child shows you that he or she is performing the behaviors which you want, then you give the reward. Let's say your system is you study, you spend 1 hour reading this textbook, and then you have 15 minutes break for listening to music or spending time in social media. Once you see that your child spent 1 hour, you need to give the reward. You need to give them what is valuable, what is precious for your child. And it will make connection for your child, and they, every time they will want to get the reward, they will make their best to perform the behaviors which you expect. Another tip for you is you need to introduce the reward immediately. The reinforcer should be presented immediately after the behavior. Meaning that if your child, let's say, found answer to the question which you gave as a task, or a teacher gave as a task in school, and your system was that after he solves the problem, then he will go and play basketball. Meaning, immediately when they finish their problem, they need to go to play basketball, or they are presented, okay, now you can go. The immediance of reward will actually make this connection strong, and they will see that it really works, that the system actually works for them. And you need to make your best that every time they perform, you reward. If you don't follow the system, then your child will see that they cannot rely on it. And also, if they don't perform, you cannot give them reward. If they don't finish their homework, if they don't, for example, study some topic, if they cannot perform some behavior which is expected, then there should be no reward, which also was covered in your agreement with your child. If you still give the reward, if you reinforce them, even if they didn't do what they were expected, then they will also get a wrong understanding of this system, and you will not develop diligence in them. They will know that even if they don't find a solution, they can still get the reward. They can use some manipulation, or they can just wait, or they can pretend, and they will still somehow get their reward. But you need to be very strict in this area. And we are not talking about results, like if you failed the exams, if you didn't get 100 points and they get only 90 points, then like no rewards. So we are not talking about results. So you should use behavior as a condition for getting reward. So if they studied enough, if they performed the behavior which was discussed, then the reward should be given to them. Another tip for you is that once you see they follow system, then you need to give reward not every time. You need to make it not so frequent, and give the same reward maybe for every 2 times when they perform the behavior you need. Every, for example, 2 days they perform like you want, then they go play basketball. Meaning that eventually, when their behavior is already established, the reinforcer should be presented on a less regular basis. On a regular basis, but not so often. Not so often. And it will move this motivational part from them further and lead to actual development of the skill of diligence which we want your child to have. So let's let's discuss with your child this system and follow it attentively, and observe your child and make our efforts to make your child hardworking and motivated to study. See you.